They're so patient for Steven Stewart, though.
There she is. Cheese Kingdom. Your square is bigger, smaller. Now I'm going to move you off of that block. There you go. Now you're perfect. It doesn't work. The PC's got the thing set up. First of all, welcome to Cheese Chat Live. It's Wednesday night. I'm Thunder Dan. This lady on my left, your camera right, is Huong Forrest. How you doing, Huong Forrest?
I'm doing great, Danilo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Better than last week. Last week we didn't have a show because of stuff. We're going to leave it at stuff. You all have stuff in your life. You know when stuff happens, we don't like that stuff. It's, yeah. Anyway, we're beyond that now. We're beyond it, and there's fun stuff going on. There was a game. Sort of.
There was a game,
even
though it was preseason, but there was still a game.
The preseason / please don't let our guys get injured season. Other than that, it was pretty chill. We have one quarterback on our team is the one we care about, and he was a bunch of ones, and we'll look into that with the stats. Huong Forrest, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. If you were counting like last week to now, this week we're back in the swing of things. School started on Monday for the boys, so grateful for routines and getting back into all of the things. Brady had surgery.
How's the recovery? How's that going?
Yeah. The recovery was real rough that first night. I was a little terrified. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that in any way.
Mm-hmm.
However, once we got past those initial 36 hours, it has been smooth sailing, and every day has been a great amount of improvement. And there's nothing like seeing somebody that you love and their spirits are just really improved. So for that, I'm extremely grateful. The recovery journey has begun. He's really optimistic that he can be one of those super freaks that can heal and be ready to join the rest of the game schedule in 6 weeks. So we shall see.
That's an ambitious schedule. How is his
incredibly ambitious.
How did his little body react to the I guess not so little, he's taller than mom now. How did he react to the painkillers?
So we were very minimal on the painkillers. I think I had him on the painkillers for the first 48-ish hours, and then we switched to regular ibuprofen because that stuff messes with your system real bad, So and he was telling me he was feeling okay on just the ibuprofen itself,
ibuprofen can give you nausea and stuff too.
For sure. So, the less medication in his system, the better. And he's feeling really comfortable. So he's been sidelined at practices this week, but going from school to standing on the sidelines at practice and watching and observing. And then he actually is working after practice all week long. So he's a trooper. He works at a fast food joint.
Oh
It's a new place that opened.
Messed up with his shoulder healing?
I know, but he is my kid.
Taking orders on the thing or something? What's he doing?
He is working the drive-through.
Okay. I can see that. He's a trooper. Yeah. I get it. He's
a trooper, and I guess they wouldn't expect him to sit still for too long. He is my kid after all.
Don't tell him. Don't rush it. And the other thing is, this is the time where he gets to learn all about mental reps. Mental reps are priceless if you take advantage. When you know you can't, and all you can do is think about the rep and think about what you're supposed to be doing, it's like a brand in the side of a cow. It gets burned in your brain because you never want to have to do mental reps alone again. Mm-hmm. You're always going to do mental reps throughout your career, but you'll get a real appreciation for them in a time like this. When I went to Syracuse,
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I messed up I got bone spurs in my thumb from the jugs machine. I'd never used one before. So for the first we did 3 practices a day. So the first practice back, the docs were like, just sit this one down on the catches and stuff and maybe watch a little bit. And then they're like, I'm not going to make the team as a walk-on if I'm sitting out too long. So the second practice, I just kind of slid in there and acted like, pay no attention to this big wrap on my right hand. I'm fine. But that's not a clavicle. It's a big difference. What were your takeaways from the game this week?
Oh man. So yeah, I know it's just preseason and some of us crazies, we still pencil it into our calendars and sit and watch it all. I was really excited. I wanted to get a look at our O line, of course. I wanted to see how everybody gets excited to see Patrick Mahomes play. And one drive in, he was done and that was it. And then it was the Gardner Minshew show. And then we got to see how he did with the first team O line. So I think all of those things worked out really, really well in order for us to see. And I think that's just the exciting part about preseason games is that you get to see what they're doing, what they can do, what they have been building up to in training camp thus far. So I was really happy with what we saw, with what I saw in the first preseason game against the Cardinals there. So we got to see and observe what we needed to. We did have an injury in the safety department there. Yeah, 2 injuries. Yes. So that was unfortunate because I felt like the safety, the depth in the safety room is not something that we had to give or in any position truly, but especially in the safety room. So I was really happy with what we saw. So I am pleased with what we saw and what we got to see. And I'm excited for the rest of it. There's going to be not as many shakeups today, yesterday, as I thought there might have been coming out of the game, but we got another one this coming weekend. So did you get to watch it in
I did
full?
not. I did not. There's the crisis stuff leaked over. Plus, there's actor stuff going on, which I'll share with you all, which is good.
Exciting.
The boys getting back on the horse again. Let's go. I'm doing weird giddy up things that you can't see me, Hong, but I'm being a goof. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. It's all good stuff. Right now, I'll share them with you through the show. We'll have little commercial breaks, but I've got 3 commercials airing right now. I've got a movie coming out in the fall on Lifetime, and another one that I'm going to be filming. I can't talk about yet, but we'll be filming it in October. So I'll be trying to do the show. Yeah, I'll try to do this show from my laptop in the Appalachian Mountains. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but we'll try.
So I think they have really good Wi-Fi on set and in the actors' trailers and quarters.
Well, they're going to have me either in an apartment or a hotel, but it's in the middle of the sticks. But due to the horrible, awful, terrible crisis they had, the hurricane last year, a lot of the places up there have Starlink now. So Starlink's great. I mean, there's no interference at all. It's right from the satellite.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So hopefully the show can continue.
Could be rough. Could be great. We'll find out. Either way, this is going to get I'm going to grow it and gray it. It's getting longer, getting gray. I'm just letting it go because the character that I play requires a level of disheveledness and a level of menace.
Are you Santa?
I am not Santa. I'm not Santa. This guy's not Santa. This guy's not a nice. He's not a.
I'm thinking like Fred
guy.
Claus.
No, he's not an evil guy, but he's not a nice guy either. He's
all right.
He's
we'll wait. We'll be patient.
He's obsessed a little bit. We'll put it that way. But it's a fun role, and there is redemption for my character. So that was exciting. That was a rewrite. It was supposed to be a bad situation, and then it turned into, let's redeem him instead. Like, thank you, writers and director. But yeah, we'll talk more about that as once that one's in the can. That's about all I can say about that one. But your boy's excited.
I heard a little bit of Canadian just slip out of there when he said a
boot. I'm excited about that. I live in a house. I don't live in a house. We've been watching. The girls were watching this show called Heartland, and it's filmed in Alberta. So when I'm working on the computer, it's like I'm getting inundated with Canadianese in the side of my head, and it's trying to weasel its way back in there. I worked a long time to get that out of my voice. When I get excited or a little tipsy, sometimes it comes back
out every now and again,
like a little bit there, But anyway, I'm excited about all this stuff. I'm excited about our team. I'm excited about the fact that our quarterback. He was very excited. I did see that. He was very excited about one pass and one play and went off to the side, rode off into the sunset, put a hat on. He was that excited. I wanted to talk on the show that night about what's the over-under for you before the game. I mean, pretend you don't know what happened. What was the over-under for you on how long Mahomes would play? And I would say the over-under is 2 drives, and I'm taking the under. What were your thoughts? I wasn't going to say one pass.
Yeah. I wanted him to play like half of the first quarter, which that's a lot. That's a lot of football.
Yeah.
First game, exactly. It's a lot. But he played what? I realistically
played a drive, I
was
think, like a
yeah,
small
drive.
drive,
It
a
was
short drive
it
because
was
they
a short
recovered
drive,
a kickoff.
shortened
Well,
drive.
let's go over to the review screen and watch some of the replays of that game.
Let's do it.
Just enough that we don't get copyrighted. All right, come here, hammer screen. Where are you? You're this one.
Cardinals open the regular season at New Orleans September 7th. Butker pops this one up into the air in the landing zone. It's scooped up on the 4 by Dortch. A flag comes soaring in as Dortch
love special teams.
That ball came out like the last possible second. Fantastic.
Negative plays. Number one, you see the penalty.
But
number
so
two,
close.
that ball
The ball's
getting
already
punched out.
by his crotch.
Already
by his waist.
Rookie out of SMU,
Dortch.
recovers the ball, but Greg Dortch has to do a better job of keeping.
And here's Patrick's big moment.
Mahomes back shoulder.
So the former Jet.
What a catch for a touchdown. Beautiful adjustment by Jason.
Here's a question for you, Huong Forrest. You watched the game. Did you hear
Yep.
the voice, the goal, Mr. Mitch Holthus, talking about that play? He kept calling him a rookie, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he on the team last year? He was a Jet before, right? He's not a rookie.
He's not a rookie.
He was undrafted, but he's not a rookie.
But I think they refer to him as such.
Yeah, Mitch Holthus kept referring to him. I'm like, is somebody giving Mitch the wrong information? Or did Mitch just not even know he was on the roster because he didn't really do anything? He was just kind of there. But I was like, that's Jason Brownlee from the Jets. It was down between him and Gibson last year, if you guys recall, because there's a lot of the Jets coverage on Hard Knocks and stuff like that. And Gibson won out because he was the big return guy.
Second season with us.
Yeah. So he's definitely not a rookie, but it's kind of like his coming out party. So, I mean, we don't know what that's going to mean, if that's going to mean anything at all. It's one play, it's one catch, it's a touchdown. It was a great catch. I mean, if he does stuff like that 3 more times in the preseason,
no complaints.
Might scratch a little way in there and say, hey, what about me, guys? Hey. We got.
Right.
What are your concerns about while we're on Brownlee? What are your concerns receiver-wise right now? What are your thoughts? Do you have concerns, or you feel okay?
I feel okay. I don't have a crazy amount of concerns because I think we're able to be very diverse in who our receivers are. I know that there are some injuries with some big names that just can't seem to stay healthy, but I think I feel okay knowing that we get the ball around to many individuals during the course of the game. So I'm not too concerned.
And we talked about the pending suspension with Rasheed.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's going to be a chance for Royals to really get his feet wet. Taquan Thornton, I think that guy's made a really big impact for himself. Yeah, he's in there. And I mean, guys like Brownlee, they could fall to the wayside. I would be shocked if he doesn't make the roster if they don't try to get him out of the practice squad like immediately. That would be a shocker to me, totally.
Let him clear and then pick him right back up if he doesn't make it on his own.
Yeah, if he doesn't get grabbed by somebody else. They're probably gonna be like, hey, we can't keep you on the roster, so don't make too many of those catches in the preseason.
Yeah.
We'll throw you a couple slants and outs, just kind of leave it at that. Because we know what you can do. We want you to stick around because we don't know what's going on with Hollywood.
Keeping it very vanilla.
Yeah, keep it on the DL how good you actually are, because and he's sitting there going, nah, I'm gonna audition for everybody. Let's watch a little more.
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on the clock, but you let me know too.
You got it.
This lady's got a heart out of quarter two, so we're going to stuck with my for the last few minutes. That's a great catch. Full extension.
Well, you said it's
and Mahomes doesn't throw those a lot. That's a trust throw right there.
You'd rather obviously
right. And it's exciting to start the game off this way, you know?
It is. And then this, right? I heard that I was listening to Mitch Holthus on Series 6. I didn't watch the game, but I did great news today.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that the video game guy doesn't want to practice, sorry, doesn't want practice written into his contract. Kyler, come on, Kyler. He's getting more outspoken. He's getting more outspoken and kind of leaderly in his vocalness now, which he was not that at all when he came out. So maybe this will be a year where he turns things around. He's got Marvin Harrison Jr. there. I mean, come on, dude. You got to make some hay with that kid. But yeah, to start the game, you must have been jumping off your couch. I can picture you. It's like, okay, fumble recovery on the kickoff, then a touchdown, like right away. First pass of Mahomes' preseason touchdown. Then they're driving down and Jaden Hicks picks the ball off. Like, what were you feeling like?
Just feeling so good. It's like if we keep starting it this way, then and this is just preseason, and this is keeping it vanilla, I was feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Now you're one of those fans that wants to win the preseason, or do you look at it like, okay, we won?
I do. I know.
Yeah?
I'm a stinker like that. I
Are
want
you?
to win the season, all of them. But also, I always keep in mind too that like, hey, the Patriots had that one season where they lost all 4 of their preseason games and then went to be undefeated throughout the regular season. So there's that as well. I like to win.
I'll always remember, conversely, the first year I was in LA, the Carolina Panthers won. They went undefeated in their preseason under John Fox,
Yes.
and proceeded to go 1-15 the rest of the year.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes,
like,
that.
yeah, I look at it like this, and I think most coaches look like the first 2 quarters. If we're up, our starters won. Our starters won,
Mhm.
and our backups didn't win. So it might
Absolutely.
lean towards your depth or your depth limitations, but nobody's game planning. It's like we're running these plays. It's like, they talk about they script the first 15 in some games or most games, maybe the first 30, depending on who they're playing. They basically script the whole game. They go, we're doing this. I don't care if the play we call is a square peg and they're showing us a round hole. We're playing the square peg, and we're seeing if we can get it through there. And if we can't, we'll learn. Yeah. We'll learn from it. We'll see. This is why we don't do this, guys, when the real games happen. So,
and I think it's a good reminder for preseason for those of us who are like, I just want to win everything.
Yes.
Is that the purpose of preseason is to get the guys in and let them have reps, let them have game time situation experience, and see what they can do.
Well, and also as a guy who never got to play in the pros and had to walk on at college and started late, there was a game this past week where a player got injured and the players were all waiting, and it was a scary moment, I guess. And I just heard that they called off the last 12 minutes. They just decided to take a knee and let the last 12 minutes run off on the game. And I'm like, I understand the thoughts and prayers sensibility of it, but at the same time, there's a bunch of guys on both of those teams that are guaranteed nothing and have spent their whole life for this opportunity, and you just snatched a quarter of a football game out of their hands where this could totally alter guys' careers. And I was like, did you think about this, coaches? Did you really think? I know guys were shook up. The guy got hurt. I mean, it used to be, you could get carted off on a stretcher. They drive the ambulance on the field. Next play's up. As soon as that ambulance's tires hit the white line, they're lining up and the ref's putting the ball down. And it sounds cold-hearted, but this is a game where that could happen to you every play. And we didn't used to think about that. We didn't used to focus on that, because if you do, you're going to play careful. If you play careful, you're going to get yourself or somebody else hurt. So it's like driving 50 in the fast lane because you don't want to go too fast. You're going to cause an accident, or you're going to get rear-ended. I'm not. It was the same with the Bills-Bengals thing. It's like, first of all, they stood around the guy staring at him on the ground, going through. It's like, why are you turn them around. If you want to stand around and cause a wall so the guys can't see it, turn around. Anyway, preseason, we can shellac it. We can talk it down, whatever. At the end of the day, it's an audition for a bunch of guys that aren't guaranteed a spot and are getting a chance, and their window is like that. And there could be guys that just got cut from the roster after that game because they didn't get to show anything. So,
absolutely.
Anyway, my heart goes up to the players that got injured, any player that gets injured, but I just felt like that was a miss by the coaches again. Not trying to be heartless. I understand safety is a big concern. If you want to be safe, then just don't play football. Just cancel the NFL. That's not going to happen because trillions of dollars would disappear, and nobody wants that, right, NFL? So you really care about health. You really care about injuries. Let them train so they don't get injured in the regular season. Let them do that now. Somebody got hurt. Take care of him and move on like we used to do. Put it behind you and move forward. Because now what happens? You take a 12-minute kneel down. You spend extra time in the field thinking about it. Now you got all, 3-4 days before they practice again where they're just going to be thinking about how that game ended. Not how they finished the game anyway, So, anyway, I get my old get off my lawn moment. Let's get back to the highlights. What are your thoughts before I do? Do you think it goes too far? Do you think it's harsh? How would you approach it?
No, it is a business ultimately, at the end of the day. And I think when you speak to the players, even at any level, whether they are the number one in the number one seat or whether they're vying for a seat still, they understand the ramifications of being able to get out there and showcase what they can do during training camp. That's what it is. All of the talent that gets to play at this level, they come in and it is a business and it's cutthroat. And at the end of it, so many will leave without a job, a position. So I definitely get it. And injuries aside, the game has to continue. The business has to continue.
And I mean, two things.
And as long we're going to watch it, I'm going to watch it. You're going to watch it. We want to watch it. So that sounds kind of sick to say, but it is our entertainment.
I hear you. I was just making sure my echo wasn't happening. It's not. Two things can be true at once. They can both be concerned about the fellow player and be like, "No, I want to play. I want my shot. Let's keep the game going." So, and I don't think it's heartless of the players. I think they're just thinking about, their family and their commitments and their, concerns. Anyway, back to the highlights of football. I'm so excited. I just can't wait till the regular season starts.
Couple more weeks.
I love this. That's for you, Justin Reed, right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Taking over in the Saints for Honey Badger. Honey Badger retired.
I know. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's kind of a...
I put eyes on Justin Reed this summer when he was golfing up at Lake Tahoe for the Celebrity Classic golf tournament. So,
right?
Yeah.
Was he yoked and stoked or what? Was he excited to play?
He's yoked. Yeah. You don't realize how big these guys are until you're getting a little bit closer to them and they're not in pads and they're still big.
Yeah. Yeah. You got the t-shirt on. They're like, this guy looks like a running back. He's got big. Yeah, because he's got to hit running backs. So he's got to have a little bit of size to him. Gardner.
Minshew magic.
What are your thoughts on Royals? Do you think it's a bridge too far? Some people have been saying if you put, this is the quote I heard this past week. Guys watching the St. Joe's, they said if you put a 4 on him and didn't tell anybody who it was, you think, Rashee Rice got faster. I was like, that's like a double compliment. First of all, you're saying he looks as good as Rashee Rice. Secondly, you're saying he's faster than him, which is wild. What are your thoughts? He can move, yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
He can move. I like the kid. I like him a lot. So I'm hoping that he'll stick around, that we'll get to utilize him in some capacity, but I like him a lot.
I was watching some of his footage, and it was like, who is he reminiscent of? Not the same size, and he's faster then. But I watched his footage at college, and I'm like, his awareness and his savviness. You know what it reminded me of?
Who?
Hit wide receiver way back in the day, retired a few years ago, played for this team we're playing right now. Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, yeah.
When Larry Fitzgerald was in college, it looked like he knew the game better than everybody playing defense. And it showed when he became a pro in his Hall of Fame.
That's a high compliment.
Yeah, but I mean at college level. I'm not saying in the pros, but at college level, when he came out of the college level and went to the pros, he was just like, he got it. He was like, it's on, I got it. Now he was around Randy Moss and Chris Carter and all those guys when he was a kid, because his dad was a coach. But impressive. And then our young guys acquitted themselves well in this game as well. Bassett led the team in tackles. Him and Cam Jones tied with 3. And I think one more. Cooper McDonald had 3 as well. This guy right here, number 85. What do you think of that addition? Because they added him last year, and nothing really there wasn't a lot of There wasn't a lot of stuff going on with him, but I like Tunyon. I like having Tunyon on this team.
I do too. I am really excited about that addition, and I think that it's going to be, the talks about Travis Kelce's age and whatnot.
Right.
I think we're just in a place where these players are in position to really help support those areas.
I feel like with Tunyon, it's like, and I like the guys we have. I like our young guys, and I like our other guys that are backups and stuff. But I'm like, I have Travis here. I have Noah here. I have Tunyon in between them. I have Tunyon behind Noah. I have Tunyon a little better. And if Travis can take a few reps off where we replace him with a guy that's more like his game, that's a good thing. That's a win. So, and take some reps off him getting hit. Because they just smash him as much as they can.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing I love more than a fresh, Travis Kelce in the fourth quarter. Travis Kelce in the fourth quarter is going to be, he could be wicked this year. And I still want to see what Wiley can do with a full season. He had a couple flashes last year, and they were just like, they really got to get him going. Okay, we're watching a bunch of preseason stuff here. What do we got here? Oh, another fumble. Get on it. I love the coverage teams getting down there. There you go. Oh, we dropped it. Look at that. Too bad. So sad. That's Noah Williams. That's one of our rookies right there. Number 20.
Right there.
He's a yoked corner. He's a big corner. He's a big
He is.
kid, you know, for cornerback. Okay, all right. I like what I'm seeing. I know all you folks probably already saw all this stuff. I hope you're not bored. That Marvin's kid, getting the ball from Jacoby Brissett. That was Weaver. Okay, Marvin Harrison Jr. is probably sitting on the bench. I want to see what becomes of that kid. I want to see what becomes of him. I'm not going to go any further. We're going to take a commercial break real quick. We're not going to go anywhere. You and I aren't going to go anywhere. We're just going to take a commercial break real quick just to share some fun with you guys.
If you invest in index ETFs, your money may go untended for a year.
Aw, in the rough again. It's a bummer.
No, this is the fairway. That's the rough.
I say, is this the lost city of Bogey Lawn?
Nope.
Huh.
Unlike index ETFs, Avantis
That
tends
guy
to
looks
investments
familiar.
daily.
Doesn't he?
Avantis Investors by America.
And even squeeze in a dad joke. Boogie lawn. Such a little more.
That's what Danilo's been up to, y'all.
Hey, that's one of the somethings I've been up to. We'll share a couple more before we're done.
September 22nd.
Hang on a second.
Love that commercial break.
We'll do mostly football stuff. Don't worry. That's a nice get for the Cardinals too to have. I love that we got Gardner Minshew, so we can have
Yes,
twice the jorts in training camp.
absolutely.
But Jacoby Brissett for the Cardinals, that's a good pickup for them. That's a good quarterback to have mentoring Kyler. Another pick. I love it. I love it.
And I think Gardner Minshew fits really well
yes.
in Kansas City. Yeah.
Here's the thing: we should put Gardner Minshew in there as the backup. If we're ahead a little bit, as long as they want to pass, or gosh forbid, if Patrick gets nicked up and has to take a quarter off or something, dude's gonna sling it. he's made no bones of it. He's not afraid to throw it.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of Coon 14?
Yes. Wait, no. Is that Bailey Zappi?
Oh, okay, Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, that's Bailey Zappi. He didn't do too well.
No, he had a couple picks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he had a rough go at it.
Well, I mean, it's tough when you're, third, fourth string quarterback and you're going out there behind the
I think
backup.
fourth
cheese
string
cloth
did better
O-line.
than him.
Did he?
Chris
Chris has been on the team for years, though.
Yeah,
So he's got a little advantage. Zappy was with us for a minute last year, though.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Harrison just kicking the snot out of the ball. Listen, the Jaguars had a 70-yard field goal this weekend. It's crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
Getting warmed up.
Still going to take a minute to get used to that kickoff setup. That alignment is so weird. I love it, though. There's all kinds of things I could think of for special teams. So, like, have explosive plays in that.
Yep.
Just, you can set up. If they were allowed to do wedges like back in the day, it'd be game over. They'd be like 3 wedges, and immediately you have no chance to get to the runner. Our pass rusher's getting after it. I like that. Robinson, he's the other one who got hurt. Broke his foot. Which I was kind of excited because we had his teammate, Josh Kando, in here, and it never really came to fruition. And then we ended up getting the guy who was supposedly the better one of the two, and he has a sack and then proceeds to fracture his foot. So we'll see if he makes it back this year or not. I know he's on IR right now. Have you heard anything about Jalen Watson? Do they think he's done? Because it's Achilles rupture, right?
It's an Achilles. Yeah, it's an Achilles. Do you mean Deion Bush?
Deion Bush, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, Jalen
Watson was concussion. Jalen Watson was concussion. Trying to keep.
Yes,
it's not a good thing when you're trying to keep all the injuries straight after the first preseason game. That's not. We don't want that. Let's stop. Let's not do that.
But yes, it's an Achilles. He's done for majority of the season, so it's unfortunate.
He's also
especially
not a
at
young
that.
pup. He's also not a young pup, so I don't know if that's going to bode well for him going forward. We got some chats here. Let me take a look at some chats. Kevin Capel says, Huong, I thought the special teams were fantastic, and safety is a position of chief concern. See what you did there with the show. What's going on, Jason Dunn? What's going on, fellas? Hicks looked terrible on his missed tackle that allowed a score. He looked great on his interception, though.
He looked great on the interception, and we got to
and you
take
said hi back. Look at you.
I did.
Definitely a chief concern. I couldn't agree more. Come on, people, feel free to throw some chat in there. We'll answer you. I'll promise to keep the chat open and respond. What are we at here? We got about 7 more minutes. Okay, let's go over to another commercial break real quick.
Sometimes the highway offers more questions than answers.
Hey, Dad. How do you know when someone's the one?
Well, Jimmy, relationships are a lot like this road trip fuel kit. You get your choice of chips, candy, and fountain drink, plus tenders. And it's all just $8.
That doesn't make sense.
Good talk, son.
The road trip fuel kit, just $8. Only at Pilot and Flying J. Sometimes
cheesy. Okay, we love it.
Our guy's been busy, y'all. These commercial breaks brought to you by Thunder Dan.
Brought to you by yours truly. I told you I was an actor. I was a kid. It's been a minute. We had the double strikes, writer and actor strikes back to back, right after COVID, and then everything was just kind of like slowly meandering back together. They said they've had Remigio. Do you think he's making the team?
Yes,
oh, yes.
I do. I like him a lot.
Mr. Special Teams.
I like him a lot.
Mr. Boot and Scoot when he gets the ball in his hand. Yeah, the actors, just a side note, the actors in LA were complaining and they're saying that the industry has lost 30% of the people that work in the industry have left California. Biggest loss they've had ever. Like just emigrated out to go live in other states because you can be anywhere and do this job. So, as I'm proving, as I thought.
Absolutely. And then you just travel to wherever you're shooting.
Okay, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Let's go over look at the stats of the game. This is a treat in a second. We'll go over that in a minute. Like I said, Jeffrey Boss and Cam Jones. Oh, Malik Herring was the other one that had 3. Cooper McDonald had 2 plus 2 assists. Noel the corner. Williams, Melvin Smith, Jerry Tillery. That's a fun one. A bunch of guys had 2 tackles. Jerry Tillery, what were your thoughts when he gets signed? Because I'm just like, the only things I remember about Jerry Tillery, I want to say Jerry Tillery were goofing up with the Raiders and goofing up when he played for the Chargers. Like, he makes some boneheaded plays. He's a athletic talent, but I think the reason he bounces around a bit is he can't get his crap together, for lack of a better way to phrase it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I you hope that you get to see something. Obviously they wouldn't have signed him otherwise, but he is, I mean, he's still kind of young. I mean, he's been in 7 seasons now in the NFL, but hopefully he can show us a little bit something here, and at a position that we need a little bit of depth. So we'll see. I'm not super excited about him, but we shall see.
He's a veteran rotation guy, so we'll see if he can do some stuff. One last thing I wanted to ask about the stats was, in a game where you have so many extra guys to play, they still only had 21. They ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys ran the ball. They still only carried the ball 21 times, and they threw it 40. Do you think it's a sign of things to come? Do you think they wanted to work on the pass game?
No, we're not going to go there. We always go there, y'all. Every year, we always go there.
Discussion.
How we feel.
We
know how we feel about when we run the ball versus when we are just passing the ball a lot more, significantly a lot more so than when we run the ball. So preseason is super vanilla for Andy Reid and company. So let's just say that's what it is.
All right. The first game of the season, I want to go over this with you guys really quick before Huong bounces because I want to share some fun sounds that I got on the Stream Deck's evolved into like more fun buttons. So we'll share these buttons when we have post-game or preview reports. But we'll go over them right now really quickly. We got 4 minutes. Okay, first game of the season, Los Angeles Chargers. That's in Brazil. It's on YouTube. Boner jams twice. I don't love any of that. Second game's against the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl rematch. Do you know what network it's on, Huong Forrest?
Fox.
It's on Fox. Give the lady a prize.
Yes. Prime time.
It is on Fox. You are
correct. My God, I love that button. I want to push that button.
We'll push it. Don't worry. The next one is the New York Giants, and they're playing on
Sunday Night Football.
is the Baltimore
These are the
Ravens.
sounds I live for.
I love these sounds. Baltimore, I can put these on my computer anytime too. I don't have to have the show open or anything. I just press the stream deck. It'll start playing. I plugged my secret background secret. When I watch the game, you know how I love to listen to AC/DC, different songs. And
Yes.
I have buttons for my songs in the stream deck.
Ooh.
No YouTube commercials in between. I can switch songs whenever. Perfect. I got Stranglehold in there. I got Shoot the Thrill in there. I'm ready to rock and roll. Ted Nugent.
I
AC/DC.
love this. You
All right.
had way too much fun setting up these additional buttons.
I did, and we have a bunch of games on this network. Baltimore's the first one.
Yeah.
This takes me back to when I played Summer Pro because our games were always on CBS. And then we have the Jacksonville Jaguars on. We all know that song. All right. And then we have Detroit's back on NBC. We have Las Vegas on CBS. Washington's Monday Night Football again. CBS, NBC, and then CBS, Week 17, Denver Broncos.
What you got for this one? On Prime.
That's right. The fledgling still figuring it out channel. The sound I really want to hear this season, though, I want to hear it a lot because I want them to have to play a whole lot of Chiefs highlights. You know it. You love it. NFL Prime Time. Get those strings. Love it. Last but not least, just for fun, to say goodbye to Huong, let's get some seriously old school football. I want to see this on offense, and I want to see it on defense. I want to see both sides putting on the field a magnificent 11.
Absolutely.
Madden, bring these songs back. Forget the latest, newest. Bring, you can still hip hop as an option. But bring this old school NFL highlight films. You know you want to. You know you want to NFL executives. Come on, make it happen. Make it happen, please. Huong Forrest, it's always a pleasure. Let's go back to the chat screen before we say goodbye. I'm going to switch this. The other thing I have to do with it is I have 2 panels of buttons. So if there's 32 buttons on the Stream Deck, and there's a button that I can switch it, and it slides all the buttons over, there's 32 more. So I've got 64 buttons. That's why I've got.
Love
I've
technology
been just playing
and
with
updates.
it. It's so much fun. But it's been a pleasure seeing you again. We're back.
Thank you for having me. Great to see you as always.
Yeah, last week was an anomaly. We won't have that happening, knock on wood, God willing, again. But I'm looking forward to the season getting going. We're looking forward to this week. We've got another preseason match coming up. Maybe we'll talk about that in a couple of days. We'll see if I got some time or not. But until then, it's just preseason. It's just playtime. It's just pretend. We've got second and third cut down days and second and third free agencies coming. So it'll be interesting to see if some guys come and some guys go. Until then, we got a great team. We got a great quarterback. We got an NFL Hall of Fame coach, tight end. And as always, this lady. Say it.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
All right, y'all.
Madam. That was awesome.